Hello everyone, welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie, and today's case I'm going to be talking about is Leigh Calico. So this is one of the videos that people may know that is pretty big out there. There is a few YouTubers I've seen doing cases on Leigh Calico that is long, but I could only find a variety of things online about this case. So these are what I found. So Leigh Calico then, she was born on February the 28th, 1969. She's an American woman who had disappeared near her home in Belen in New Mexico. And on September the 20th, 1988, she is widely believed to have been kidnapped in July 1989. There was a Polaroid of an unidentified woman and a boy that was gagged and seemingly bound. There was some televised to the public that was public after it was found in a convenience store parking lot in Port St. Joe, Florida. Family, friends thought that the woman resembled Calico, and they had contacted her mother, who then met with the investigators, and they had examined the Polaroid. She believed it was her daughter after taking time, growth, and lack of makeup into this consideration, and noted that a scar on the woman's leg was very much identical to the one that Tara had. The Scotland Yard analysed the photo and concluded that the woman was Tara, but a second analysis by the Los Alamos National Laboratory disagreed with this, and the FBI analysis of the photo was inconclusive, and that Tara's case received extensive coverage on a television program such as A Current Affair, Unsolved Mysteries, and America's Most Wanted. And it was also profiled on the Oprah Winfrey Show as well, and 48 Hours Show. As of 2022, there has been no arrests made and the case remains open. Tara had disappeared on September the 20th, 1988, and on Tuesday, September the 20th, 1988, Tara left her home at about 9:30 a.m. to go on a daily bike ride along the New Mexican State Road 47. And she had rode on this route almost every single morning, and she was also sometimes accompanied with her mother, and her mother's name is Patty Dowell. However, Patty had stopped riding with Tara after she felt that she had been stalked by a motorist that she had also then had advised her daughter to think about carrying some mace with her. But Tara rejected this idea, and on the morning of Tara's disappearance, she had told Patty to come and get her if she was not home by noon, as she had some plans to play tennis with her boyfriend at around 12:30. When her daughter did not return then, Patty had gone out searching for her along with Tara's usual bike route, but she could not find her. And then she tried contacting the police, and pieces of Tara's Sony Walkman and cassette tape were found, later discovered along the road, and Patty believed that she may have dropped them in an attempt to mark her trail. And several people saw Tara riding her bicycle, which has never been found, so no one had witnessed a presumed abduction that people were saying. But although several witnesses observed a light-coloured pickup truck, possibly a 1953, with a camper shell following closely behind her. On June the 15th, 1989, a Polaroid photo was found in a parking lot. And the woman who found the photo had said that it was in a parking lot space where a white windowless Toyota cargo van had parked when she arrived at that store. She has said that the van was driven by a man with a moustache who appeared to be in his 30s, but police set up a roadblock to intercept the vehicle. But the man has never been identified, and according to the Polaroid officials, that the picture had to have been taken after May 1989, because that particular film was used in the photograph was not available until then. So the photo was broadcasted on A Current Affair in July, and Patty was contacted by friends who had seen the show and thought that the woman actually did resemble Tara. Relatives of Michael Henley's parents both met with investigators and examined this Polaroid of this woman and this boy. And they was said that Patty said that she was actually convinced it was Tara, and she also noted a scar on the woman's leg was identical to Tara's scar that she has. And a paperback copy of V.C. Andrews' My Sweet Audrina said to be one of Tara's favourite books, and can be seen lying next to the woman. Scotland Yard analysed the photo and concluded that the woman was Tara, but a second analysis by the Los Alamos National Laboratory disagreed. So a FBI analysis of the photo was inconclusive as of then. Michael's mother said that she was almost certain it was Michael that was in the Polaroid also. The identification of the boy in the photograph, as Michael is considered highly unlikely because his remains were discovered in June 1990 in the Zuni Mountains, about 7 miles, which is 11 kilometers from his family's campsite from which he had disappeared, and 75 miles, which is 121 kilometers from where Tara disappeared. And the police believe that Michael wandered off and subsequently died of exposure. And the police chief, David Barnes, received 2 letters that was postmarked June the 10th and August the 10th, 2009 from Albuquerque in New Mexico. And the one letter contained a photo printed on copy paper of a young boy with a sandy brown hair. Someone had drawn a black band with ink on a photo over the boy's mouth as if it was covered in tape, as if in 1989 picture. Second letter contained the original image of the boy. On August the 12th, the Star newspaper in Port St. Joe received a third letter, also postmarked, of Albuquerque on August the 10th, and depicting the same image of a boy with black marker over his mouth. The boy has not been confirmed to be the same one as the previous photo, and none of the letters contain a return address or note. And it was indicating the child's identity, making the officials there believe that it may have something to do with the disappearance of Tara. The letters were sent at the same time as the self-proclaimed psychic had called about Tara, saying that she had met a runaway in California with whom she worked in a strip club, and this girl was eventually murdered. And the caller had said that she had dreams suggesting that the runaway of being Tara, and she may have been buried in California. And the searches did not lead to any discoveries, and the photos were given to the FBI for some further investigation in hope of finding fingerprints or possible DNA evidence. There was 2 Polaroid photographs, possibly of Tara, that had surfaced over the years. The first were found near a construction site in Montecito in California, and is a blurry photo. And this is of a girl's face with tape covering her mouth and light blue striped fabric that was behind her, similar to the pillow in the Toyota van photo. And it was taken on film, and that was not available until the June 1989. The second shows that is a woman loosely bound in a gauze, her eyes covered with more gauze, and there was a large black framed glasses, and with a male passenger that was right beside her. On a Amtrak train this was placed, and the film used was not available till February 1990. Tara's mother believed that the first one was in fact Tara, but thought that the second one may have been just a gag. And her sister stated they had a striking uncommon resemblance. And as for me, I will not rule them out, but keep in mind that our family has to identify many other photographs, and all about those 3 were all ruled out. And in 2008, Rene Riviera of Valencia County reported that he received information that two teenagers had accidentally hit Calico with a truck and panicked and subsequently killed her. According to the Riviera, the boys then, who knew Tara, drove up behind her in a truck and some form of an accident had followed, and Tara later died and also those that was responsible covered up the crime. Riviera stated that he knew the names that was involved, but then without the body he could not make a case, and he did not release the evidence, but led him to this conclusion. So Tara's stepfather, John Dole, said that the sheriff should not have made these comments, and if he was willing to arrest anyone, and that strong circumstantial evidence should be enough for this conviction. In October 2013, a 6-person task force was established to reinvestigate Tara's disappearance, and as of 2017, no arrests have been made, and the case remains open. On October the 1st, 2019, the FBI announced that they are offering a reward of up to $20,000 for precise details leading to the identification or the location of Tara Leigh Calico and the information leading to the arrest and conviction of those that is responsible for her disappearance. In September 2021, the Valencia County Sheriff's Office and the New Mexico State Police issued a statement that they have a new lead in the case, and that the focus of the sealed warrant for a unknown private residence located within Valencia County has been issued, but however no further details were provided. So that is what I could find on this case so far. So this is where I come into it, and I've done a tarot card reading, and there is 4 specific questions I did for this case. So 1, what happened to Tara? 2, who was involved in her disappearance? 3, where is Tara? And 4, what is the final outcome to be for her case? What happened to Tara Leigh Calico? 8 of Wands. So there was some struggles that was to be resolved, but there was fears due to being in some unknown territories. 3 Wands. There was some plans about the future that's involving a place of safety and comfort. There was also a travel over water. Reverse 2 of Cups. There was some appreciating and wanting to have one's own self-love. There was also a breakup or a falling out and not having some interests. And also there was a lack of trust. Reverse 5 of Wands. There was some internal issues, being very unclear on where someone stands. There was a feeling of shall I stay or shall I go? There was a sigh of relief for someone after this struggle. Queen of Pentacles. There's a female who was a working parent and a nurturer that gave a lot of love and support. She was very independent and stable and generous. There was also involved in this somehow. Page Pentacles. There was some news or a message from a young female that could have been Tara. Reverse 6 of Cups. There was some clinginess to the past and wanting it to be like it used to be in a relationship for someone, and also missing someone. Page of Wands. There was a travel for Tara and having to embrace a new life. There was someone that was very curious and intrigued to see where things went, and this was someone that Tara had knew. King of Cups. There was a male who was very emotional, that put boundaries in place, that had a lot of smart decisions, but also was very patient, that was a father figure. Who was involved in the disappearance of Tara Leigh Calico? Death card. There was the ending of a relationship or a death. There is also a new beginning and leaving the past behind. Justice. There's truth that is to be involved, and actions are to be judged and is to stand accountable for their responsibilities. Justice will be served, and they may already had involvements with the law. 9 of Cups. They had a lot of love and happiness in their love life. There was some love-making involvements and temporary indulgence without any guilt. 3 Pentacles. There was a get-together and some teamwork involvements. Reverse Knight of Cups. There was someone who wanted to take some action but wasn't ready. This person was very jealous and moody and had some type of frustration about them. Reverse Star. So there was a loss of faith and some struggling. That was quite a lot. and being very overwhelmed as well. Hangman, there was some things that are to be put on hold. There was a breakdown or some ill health and making someone evaluate on a few things. Where is Tara Leigh Calico? Reverse 5 Wands. There was some internal conflict and being very unclear where she stands in a certain situation. There was involvement of no longer needing to prove herself anymore. Verse 6 of Cups. There's some clinginess to the past and missing someone and forgiving someone. There's feelings of being closed off and bumping into a ex and wanting to try and keep a bit of hush hush and be quiet about it. Reverse Knight of Cups. So there is someone that is very moody and very jealous. Reverse Star. There is a loss of faith and struggle. Death. There was an ending or a death. Tower. There was a catastrophic accident that was very sudden that had some truths that was going to be revealed. Reverse Ace of Pentacles. So there was hesitancy to do with the offer, invitation or opportunity. There was also a risk due to lack of planning. 5 Cups. There was a situation where it didn't turn out as they hoped, causing regrets. They had tried finding it in their heart to forgive someone also. Reverse 8 of Pentacles. There were things that was done in a certain specific way and willing to do it over and over again until they was happy with these results. World. There was a completion of a phase. There was feeling very strong and there was also some travel. Where is Tara Leigh Calico? Ace of Swords. There is to be a breakthrough or a new way of thinking. There is to be seeking justice. Reverse Chariot. There was a change of heart about something and a loss of motivation and hope. There was challenges that was in the way. 9 Wands. There's a lot of resilience and staying strong. Someone is making things difficult for them. There's jealousy and trying not to let some people get to them. Wheel of Fortune. Things started to turn in their favour, where there was a lot of happiness. 5 of Swords. There was a falling out or a disagreement, and there was someone who had walked away due to these heated words and being threatened by someone. King of Swords. There's a male who is to confront someone, bringing in some form of clarity. 6 Pentacles. There was sharing some wealth, also having a loan. Reverse Hermit. There's focusing on rebuilding themselves and enjoying personal space, and someone's coming in to reconnect. What is the final outcome to be for Tara Leigh Calico? 9 Pentacles. There is to be peace of mind and contentment to come in. Reverse World. There is to be some closures. 8 of Wands. There was some struggles that are to be resolved. And Reverse Chariot. There's to be a change of direction in the case, and there is to be some form of loss of hope. Strength. Some fears are to be overcome, and there is to be some involvement of a confrontation and being underestimated. Reverse Star. There is to be a lot of overwhelmness and a struggle to try and deal with something. And that is the case of Tara Leigh Calico and the tarot side. If you enjoy my videos, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if there's any other cases you'd like me to talk about and do tarot sides of it, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Until next time, take care.